Okay, so Assalamualaikum everyone. Today we are going to discuss about how to befriend study pressure, which is our intervention method. So next slide. So the contents that we are going to discuss today is the first one is positive aspect of study pressure, and then the second one is how to befriend study pressure. The third one is how to reach a middle ground with expectations from parents, and the last one is the intervention discussion. Alright. So okay, anyone who Afifah?
Okay. Yes, yes.
Afifah.
Okay, so for the positive aspects of study pressure, so we're gonna focus on four of the positive aspects that we can educate people. The number one is proving our abilities, which is people who look down on our abilities are made a point of departure of us to be stronger to strive. Okay, then number two, increase enthusiasm for learning, which is healthy competition between cousins and peers make us more determined to achieve success. And number three, train yourself to be a disciplined person, which is the time constraints faced due to having to divide time between study and work, make students organize their time well to divide fairly between both of it. And the number four, get opportunity to learn from experienced people, which is successful sisters and brothers can be role models for us to create success. Maksudnya berdasarkan study pressure tu sendiri, kita ambil side yang positif. Kita educate people ataupun audience kita yang tonton video animasi tu dengan 4 positif aspek yang kita terapkan lah. Maksudnya kita cuba untuk menerangkan bahawa study pressure ni bukan hanya satu perkara yang negatif. Tapi dengan study pressure tu lah, dengan tekanan belajar tu lah kita boleh sebagai satu pendekatan untuk kita improve ourselves dalam kita belajar. Okay, next.
Okay, so next is befriending study pressure. So befriending study pressure ada 4 yang kita akan terangkan. The first one is time management. Time management tu penting. So macam mana kita nak buat tu? So we have to still start what to study and then make a schedule and then use a planner. So when you list out what to study, you know which one to do first and use a plan and journal is when you highlight which one is important, which one is this is you have to study this because it's going to have an exam on this day or this and that. So and then second is create a reward system. Now reward system is something that's important because people love gifts or rewards. So when you do rewards, you're encouraging yourself to do more or to study without not giving too much pressure on yourself. So reward yourself after achieving a goal, and give rewards for small goals too. Because small goals matter. Not only you have to do big goals like you have to finish this chapter. Maybe finish one subtopic and then you give yourself a reward. So reward can be food or play games or take naps. That's or already like an example of rewards. And then get enough sleep, as in having 8 to 10 hours of sleep, and then place your phone far away from your bed so that you can have enough sleep without anyone disturbing. And the fourth one is take breaks. Now take breaks is one of them you can use Pomodoro techniques. So Pomodoro techniques are like you do your work for 25 minutes, for example, and you have 5-minute break. So you never do 25 minutes and then another 5 breaks. So that's Pomodoro techniques. You're not pushing yourself too much to limit. And then you do things that make you happy or relaxed. So when you take breaks, you're making yourself relax. So when you can move on to your next thing to do, so you can have a more clearer mindset. So that is all for the 4 study pressure techniques. We're going to move on to.
Okay, so now moving on to the next topic, which is how to reach a middle ground with expectations from parents. The first one you can do is slow talk, because sometimes having a real talk is a must. It is sometimes you have miscommunication with parents, and because of that, they have more expectation to you that you can't handle the expectation, if you know what I mean. And then having a real talk might be difficult at first, but it will at least get the points across to your parents, so they realize that they have been putting so much pressure on you that you cannot handle, you know. And then the second one is to identify the reasons. Sometimes the expectation from parents is a good one because maybe you have too much field subjects, and maybe you spend too much time on gaming. So sometimes the study pressure is actually good, but you maybe don't realize it. So yeah, it will. The reason of the pressure will be a key to understand the situation better. And then the last one is you can try to gain their trust. So study pressure sometimes come from a form of mistrust in the relationship from parent to children, because sometimes you probably have made some mistakes that made the uh, couldn't trust you, you know. So try to gain their trust slowly, and then at the same time try to slow talk and make them realize that you have been too much, you have been experiencing too much pressure from them. So yeah, that's all from me.
Okay, so the intervention discussion. So one of them is that we're making animation videos. So animation video is we're trying to show people the how to befriend study pressure. So any guys want to add to the animation video? Any suggestions?
uh, so I suggest that we are going to do it on Bytable, because Bytable has these cute animations that going to attract students, you know.
Mm-hmm. And we're gonna use we're gonna do flip grid, which is Afifah's idea. Afifah?
Okay, then we will use Flipgrid to ask for others feedback. Untuk siapa yang tengok kita punya video animasi tu, jadi kita boleh minta pandangan mereka melalui Flipgrid tersebut lah. So daripada Flipgrid tu mereka akan beri maklum balas tentang video yang mereka lihat dan apa yang mereka dapat daripada video tu.
Basically, we are basically we are going to do the animation through Bytable and then post it through Flipgrid. Is that correct?
Kita akan post dekat Telegram, WhatsApp, YouTube, Instagram, right? Then
Okay.
kita akan bagi satu link untuk diorang, untuk mereka post mereka punya video maklum balas tu kat Flipgrid.
Oh yeah, okay.
And then the favorite tu boleh bincangkan juga pasal the positive aspects of study pressure juga, because that's one of our topics kan. So boleh bincang pasal tu juga. Okay. So apa lagi?
As for the previous slide, can you go to the previous slide? Okay. Do you have any more ideas how to reach a middle ground with expectation from parents? Maybe you have more, points or a middle ground or a solution. Or do you think the point here is good enough? Because I don't think I'm being specific in this one.
Maybe I think it's already okay, because you can't give too much, like it's like already enough. But maybe like in slow talk you can just like tell them, in identifying the reasons, maybe give them, I don't know, like you're talking to your parents, right, in the finding middle ground. So when you're talking to your parents, you have to like put yourself in their perspective too. So when you're identifying the reason, you're also identifying reason in their point of view. So you're giving like pressure to them to study. So like for you it feels like you're too like pressured, but for them they want it to be like it's for your own good. So you need to understand the reason from their perspective. And then maybe you could terangkan on that matter.
Alright, okay. I understand.
Yeah. But I think those three points are enough. We just have to elaborate like how.
Okay.
Yeah.
Afifah, do you have anything to say?
About this, I think so far it's okay because ketiga-tiga isi yang Wani dah pilih ni dah dekat dah dengan student, dengan pendekatan yang boleh student buat untuk slow talk dengan diorang punya parents.
Alright.